Hello everyone, this is Bryant with SFOT Source, your premier guide to Six Flags Over Texas. We're finally back out at Six Flags Over Texas. It's been quite a while. If y'all follow my channel for a while, you would know that I am not a huge fan of being here when it's super busy. Which kind of leads to, why am I here during Easter weekend? Because it's going to be busy. And the answer to that is spring break is still going on here, so I want to check out that stuff and kind of show you all that stuff. We also want to check out Casa Magnetica and see the progress on that, if there is any. I've also heard some rumblings that there's something happening at Flume 1, so certainly we've got to check out Flume 1 and see if there's anything going on there. So it looks like it's going to be really busy. The preferred parking, the main first lot for Diamond Elite was full, so I'm over kind of on the left side, preferred parking when you come in. Lots of people flowing into the park. And one thing to kind of notice for those of y'all who are pandemic sensitive, does not appear that they are limiting capacity anymore. They are requiring reservations still, requiring face masks. They encourage social distancing, but based off of some of the things I've seen, it hasn't really been super hardcore enforced, along with the mask wearing, so we'll kind of see that as we go through today. You know, some of those rules are only as effective as the people who are here enjoying the park, so if no one's doing it, it's kind of hard to enforce it. But that's just to kind of give you all a heads up on that, so let's go ahead and head into the park. Through security and all that was fairly painless. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before, but Lost and Found has been moved out here outside the front gate. It used to be at the security schoolhouse in the park, but if you do need to access Lost and Found, it is worth noting that it is now out here outside of the ticket entry area. We finally made our way into the park. You can see there's a Tweety Bird doing a photo op. I love all the flowers they planted here at the front. You can see the dancing fountains water show is still going. But y'all can also see just kind of how crazy it is over by Flash Pass. It's definitely a busy day. So we are trying out a new camera today, so we'll have to see how that goes. But y'all should see some 4K footage by the time this is over. And over here at Speedy Gonzalez Trucking Across America, you can see that this kind of redone fountain is fully functional again. They've also planted some nice flowers over in this area. There is also specialty food during the spring break time period. As you all know, during Fire and Ice Festival, it was kind of cumbersome to, number one, figure out where the food was available, number two, if it was on the dining pass or not. We're probably not going to track all that down today, but I am going to put all of the menu items on the screen right now because you do have a couple weeks to still enjoy that stuff. Cafe, you can see we've got a fun little kind of spring break themed lifeguard chair and more flowers. I love the way the flowers are looking. And y'all can kind of see here, it's nice and busy. So far the mask compliance has been, you know, fairly decent, about average here. I think during spring break it got a little wild, but I do think the fact that it's a little more chilly today helps. They're not spinning very much. Some people appreciate that. Some of y'all are crazy. Some of y'all really like that spinning. And y'all can see that the bar here in the Boomtown section has been rethemed for the occasion to the Tidal Waves bar, and you can pick up, you know, liquor, beer, all kinds of stuff here. This is near Runaway Mine Train. Gotham City over here by Gotham City Stage. I just wanted to point out they've taken down all the barricades and bumped all the benches together. So on one hand, that helps the flow of traffic in here. On the other hand, no more social distancing really at this stage. I mean, there is a little bit side to side, but not really back to back. I don't really know how big of a deal it is, but just something worth noting if you're planning on watching shows out here. And over here at Gotham City Stage, Reverend Butter might be gone, but they are still doing daily live music. It's just various live bands from the area. But you can hang out here at Gotham City Stage, enjoy some live music.
Welcome to the South. Have you seen a proud granddaddy pass down his third generation rival? Have you ever felt the Holy Ghost in your soul in a backwoods tent revival? Oh yeah!
Six Flags really wants you to know what kind of nachos you're getting when you get nachos. Looks like Tostitos has taken on that challenge. And looks like Judge Roy's Scream is closed today. Now I did see a picture on Facebook this past week of them doing maybe some retracking work. So even though it says closed for technical difficulties, it might actually be closed because they're doing their yearly refurb. So we'll have to see if this is closed more than just today. Through the tower section here, and you can see the whole idea of photo ops is continuing. You can see here, got a nice photo op right here in front of Runaway Mine Train. Little spring break setup with the surfboards and bright colors. Another thing to point out here in the tower section is Oliver's famous cheesecakes booth. They do not serve tater tots anymore. They serve fries now. So I think this is part of the whole Six Flags trying to save money by simplifying their food items. So as far as I know though, there's still curly fries and waffle fries available at some locations. So this entrance to Shockwave, which is on kind of this little pad that used to have coverings on it, has been a couple other things in the past. I want to know in the comments below if any of y'all know what else this pad has been home to. Little trivia for you. That work again. This water mill here on the back of Music Mill Amphitheater is working. Water and all. Very cool. I can't even think of the last time I saw that working. And over here, the area that used to be home to the Mystic Acres area has been transformed into a big spring break stage. And you can see we've got some Hawaiian themed dancers over here. And then if you cross over this way, there's a photo op, another spring break photo op. They actually took these old fire pits and turned them into little covered seating areas. So very nice use of fire pits. Here's a secondary look at that tiki bar. You can see this other entrance, very detailed. I really like this. This is really cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely nice to see them actually taking Christmas lights down again, and I'm sure these trees really appreciate it as well. All right, y'all, I just picked up a mobile order from Chop 6 here, kind of at the border of the Tower and Texas section. I went ahead and spent my meal and my snack, so you can see here. Uh-oh, sun. We've got some orange chicken and some chow mein, looking real good. And then I went ahead and used my snack credit. Can't really stay out of my own way here. You can see this is the cheesecake egg roll. Always a solid choice. Let's go ahead and dig in. All right, y'all, it's nice and sunny and bright outside. I haven't been here when it's real sunny out lately, but let's go ahead and try this orange chicken. Really solid option, like it normally is. It's got a nice crunch to it. Might be a little bit better than it normally is. Let's try this chow mein. Not as good as the orange chicken, but still very edible. Might have to put a little sauce on that. It's a little bit dry, but overall, really solid. I always have really solid food items from Chop 6 here at Six Flags Over Texas. And of course, both of the items I got were on the dining pass. You kind of see behind me, got some sweet spring break decor. So it is starting to warm up a little bit. Nice and busy out here, but overall, very pleasant day so far. All right, everyone, just finished that entree. Super delicious. I'm gonna try this cheesecake egg roll now, which I've tried for y'all in the past. Let's just kind of do a quality update. I kind of wish that the casing was a little bit harder, but it might be because it's been sitting here for a second. But still really good flavors, everything like that. So one of the things to note about several of these stages is that there is different entertainment throughout the day. So before we were seeing the Hawaiian dancing, and now you have the Bamboo Boat Band, which if you want more details on that, you can visit sfotsource.com. We have kind of a more in-depth look at what's offered on there. Made our way over to the entrance of Casa Magnetica. It's worth pointing out that they have put up some barricades in front of here, and they have taken out some of the handrails in there. Maybe they need to be redone, but I mean, this is very obviously actively being worked on, so there's no real good way to see what's going on the inside, but this is good news right here. Also at the exit of Flume 1, which doesn't necessarily mean anything, they put another barricade up and the chain is down. From here, you can't really see anything, and it might be a little tricky to see updates, but we'll kind of walk around and look at Flume 1 real quick. So as you can see, Flume 2 is done with its yearly refurb, and the line is quite long, so it's going to be really hard to get in there and see, but it does look like here on the run out of Flume 1, we do have some new wood and parts in there, so it definitely looks like they are trying to get Flume 1 up and running again. Someone commented on one of my videos tying this water to the Flume ride. Just want to make sure y'all realize that this is a natural flowing system. The water for the Flume rides does not come out of there. But we are here at the base of the final lift on Flume 1, and you can see there more new wood over there. Like I said, it is kind of difficult to see what's going on here, just because it is a very hidden in the woods kind of ride, but this is a positive. Came over to the exit of Flume 2 just to take another quick look at Casa Magnetica and look at them being all private and stuff, putting a fence up, but that pretty much all but confirms what we already know. Casa Magnetica is actively being worked on. stage, and that was Charlie Duhon playing the steel drums. And they also have Andrew Carmen back at that stage during spring break. Of course, up here, I'm sure y'all have seen this couple up here on top of the Johnson's Creek Hotel. They're even celebrating spring break. Look at them with their leis on. And we pointed out last time we were here about how they kind of redid this planter here, and it was for these bush trees that are now growing. So be a little bit more foliage in here within the next few years. Very nice. It unfortunately does not look like the trees, some of the landscaping and foliage here in Spain survived the big freeze we had in February. It's a bummer. I think, you know, Six Flags is really trying to focus on guest service and customer service. One of the things they could do to make that better is to get rid of these booths. Alright everyone, that does it for this trip to Six Flags over Texas. As you can see, park is looking pretty good. I had a very pleasant experience here. Today I didn't really ride anything. This was much more of a pop-in, show you guys what's going on type of video, so can't speak on that. It was definitely getting pretty busy, so if you're coming out for this Easter weekend, make sure you get that reservation in and prepare for some bigger crowds. You can still enjoy spring break through April 11th, so you have this weekend, which is Easter weekend, and then you have next weekend to enjoy the entertainment and the specialty food offerings. We didn't try any of the specialty food offerings today. As you all know, it was kind of a scavenger hunt during Fire and Ice Winter Festival, and I could tell it was going to be the same way today. That food wasn't popping up on mobile ordering, so you'd have to wait in a long line. There's not really a lot of signage at each restaurant, so I did not want to wait in line for 20 to 30 minutes and find out it wasn't on the dining pass or be surprised by the prices. So hopefully that's something that maybe they kind of refine as these events continue. Make sure to check us out on social media. That's where all of the latest news and updates are posted. You can also check out sfotsource.com. There's thousands of pictures. You can figure out information about restaurants around the park, shopping locations, rides, entertainment. There's a huge history timeline, all of that stuff. I want to say thank you to our patrons on Patreon. I like to be good on my word that any money that comes through Patreon, any money that comes through the YouTube ads, gets invested back into the channel. So we did buy this new camera to try and make the channel a little bit better and try to give you all a better deal. So very soon we will be in San Antonio. We'll check out Fiesta, Texas. We'll finally ride Daredevil Dive Flying Machines and give you an update from that park. I know it's been a long time. The pandemic, the weather, everything's just happening. So we're finally going to head back out there. We're also going to head to SeaWorld San Antonio and give you an in-depth review of their Seven Seas Food Festival, which runs through May. So be on the lookout for those videos. I'm pretty excited about getting out there and trying all of that stuff. Their food is delicious. If y'all have any questions about Six Flags over Texas, let us know in the comments below. I do want to point out one thing that I didn't really highlight on. The park they do seem to be trying to kind of get a little bit more comfortable with what you could say maybe normal life. This is definitely not an opinion. This is just me pointing out observations. The social distancing has ended at the food locations. All the tables are back, and they're kind of spaced out how they were pre-pandemic, and that's also kind of the situation at all of the performing stages as well. So just keep that in mind. I know some of you you're very indifferent on it. I know some of y'all are a little more sensitive, so just to let you know. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you soon at a theme park.